industry, I have been watching YouTube videos about my sound desk that, I don't know, some people believe in the man upstairs, and they always think, you know, hard things in life, and they're like they were sent to test us. And I think just electronics and computers were sent to test me. I'm just going to now casually put on my sound on my speakers to make sure it's working. This is what they do on TV, you just never notice it. There it is, yeah. Gary Lineker in Match of the Day, he always has the remote control making sure everything's working. Hey! It's the Quizness, it's 9 o'clock. I'm doing 3 in a row, this is number 2. This 3 in a row, I don't think we'll have a Netflix documentary made about it like the Chicago Bulls one, but who knows. I have to open the chat window. So we are doing, there's just me, quizzes that last about half an hour, 30 questions each. I did the last one in about 20 minutes. I forget that people need to write things down. As I always suggest, write them down on a piece of paper or just say them to the screen, like watching a quiz show at home. I post each question in the comments as I go, so you can scroll back or you can catch up on whatever you missed, and I'll give you all the answers at the end. It's simple. In case you're wondering, this is pure gin. At this stage, it's what's keeping me going. And I nearly put that on a laptop. So maybe my laissez-faire attitude to minding electronics is half the issue. Okay, oh no, and I have two, I have 2 screens, and I've managed to change the resolution of one, so you can't actually scroll them across. But this is not interesting chat, is it? Hey Ronan, how did you become an internet sensation? Just a lot of chat. So might as well just start with question 1 and take it from there. So I'm looking for the name of a song. Sorry, and I just got a hey. Oh, sorry. Hey. Sorry. Hello to the people who just messaged me. Oh, sorry. There's the camera. Question 1. From what song? So I'm looking for the title of the song. What song first released in 1998 are these lyrics from? Once upon a time, not too long ago, we took a day out in Manchester. We all fall down. There's not enough hours in the day. I'm doing my best to take out every sense of melody there. And I think I did a great job. So that was question 1. And I started off well there by not putting in 1 in the comment. Question 2. George Best died in which year? George Best died in which year? I know I'm not a children's TV host, but if it was your birthday this week, cheers. Hey, let's spice up this party. Am I going to double drop? I might just do. Yeah, go crazy. I am doing another quiz at 10 o'clock, so I might need it. Look at that. Not just 1, 2. Bottle of bubbly. Question 3. What was the name of the film released in 1988, directed by John McTiernan and starring Bruce Willis? So released in 1988, and directed by John McTiernan. And it's the well-known one. He might have had other films out that year, but we're talking the well-known one. Question 4. Who wrote the novel Cider with Rosie? Cider with Rosie. There's a few people who haven't tuned in a while. You might like my new. That's a blackboard. Look at that. And somebody drew a logo for me. Not listening perfectly to the brief that it needs to be easily copied. So, but hey, question 5. Lapland is in what country? In what country is Lapland? No, the mic is picking up the fizz. Crazy technology, eh? Question 6. She's been in the news a fair bit recently. Well, she has been for nearly over a decade now. But what is Adele's surname? What is Adele's surname? So let me know in the comments if I'm going too fast or whatever. I will try slow down. Hello, Kevin. Question 7 is a football one, and like all my football questions, they're centered around 15 years ago. Which soccer player's career path started in 1988 and went to 2010? And it went Leeds United to Everton to Newcastle to Bolton Wanderers to Sheffield United. So Leeds United to Everton to Newcastle United to Bolton and then to Sheffield was which player's career path? And just like I had to hold back all my melodic singing ability, I have to hold back my acting chops now, and I'll just recite to you the line. Question 8. From which 1986 film is the following quote from? When I heard all the noise, I knew they were cops. Only cops talk that way. If it had been a wise guy, I wouldn't have heard a thing. I would have been dead. I've actually decided to deliver it in the style of a children's book reader in a library, I suppose. When I heard all the noise, I knew they were cops. Only cops talk that way. If it had been a wise guy, I wouldn't have heard a thing. I would have been dead. Question 9. From what song, first released in 1969, are these lyrics from? You need coolin', baby. I'm not foolin'. I'm gonna send you back to schoolin'. You need coolin', baby. I'm not foolin'. I'm gonna send you back to schoolin'. One, two. Oh. Sorry, somebody's messaging me as the video broadcast has paused. What? Question 10. What is the currency of Iran? Everton, Newcastle United to Bolton, and then to Sheffield. Oh, you're way behind. Did that drop on everybody at the same time? He said, hoping that the answer is not yes. Oh, this is so annoying. I'm a very competitive / jealous person. And I hate it when everyone else's stuff just works properly. That screenshot makes it look like I'm asleep, which is the opposite of the consternation I'm feeling. Question 11. What company uses the advertising slogan, "The Appliance of Science"? What company uses the advertising slogan, "The Appliance of Science"? Now, question 12 is a 3-point question. What classic album starts with the three tracks "Crazy in Love," "Naughty Girl," and "Baby Boy"? My volume again. Okay, apologies to anyone on, well, when I say on playback, people are watching now. And I also want to apologize just for the random faces that it's playing for me. Is it, to Denise or Caroline, is it dropping out on you too? I'm very confused. Let me just check. Oh, maybe I was going too fast, huh? Yeah, it says I'm offline. No. What do you mean? I'm doing that quick. Doing a quick test. Yes. At least I know whose problem it is. I'm not going to name names. Stream.io. So, but look, apologies to the people who are watching at home. Look at the fucking face on me there. Why is that frozen? There's no reason for that to be frozen. So it's fine on YouTube, everybody. So look at me now, openly advocating people change to, oh no. That's frustrating, but I am watching it on the streaming thing, and it's my streaming monitor is fine, it says, and I'm watching it stream. So the problem is somewhere between the internet and Facebook, I think, which is good. Certainly, I'm now running overtime. If anything, luckily this Barocca will fix it. Is it working now? No. Well, that looks this is ridiculous with my Facebook face, if you will. But anyway, lads, we're going to continue. Where was I? What classic album starts with the 3 tracks "Crazy in Love," "Naughty Girl," "Baby Boy"? What act released it, and in what year? Question 15. The Franz Kafka Prize is given to someone in which field of the arts? Let me try one thing. Sorry, I'm. What crime figure's nickname was Scarface? Do you know what I haven't done in a while actually is rephrase the question by accident rephrase the question and then accidentally give away the answer. So watch out for that. Now that I've thought of it, it's definitely on the cards. Question 17. Ellis Boyd Redding was one of the best known characters portrayed by whom? Ellis Boyd Redding was one of the best known characters portrayed by whom? I'm not making fun of anyone who's ever disappeared, but you know when somebody disappears and they always use the most recent photograph they have. I really hope they don't use that frozen photograph of me on Facebook to sort of, because then people would be like, maybe it was time for him to go. Question 18. Who famously said, "You must be the change you want to see in the world"? Oh, sorry, slight misphrasing. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Question 19. This is a quote from a 1997 film. I'm looking for the title of the film. And hello to everyone for tuning in. Thanks very much. I realise I'm being a little bit laissez-faire about it. I do appreciate you coming in. And as you can see, there's things going under. I never get it right. It's going this way. It's really slow. I should speed it up. But there's all the social media things I'm on that I rarely update. But there's a PayPal and a Patreon if you'd like to support what I'm doing. It's taken me a long time to get on my feet as a human, as an adult, but as this as well. And I've given other people a tremendous head start, is my attitude to my jealousy. I'm just giving them a chance to stumble. I know, but fair play, he said through gritted teeth. Anyway, I'm not a psychopath. A psychopath kills for money. Take two, live. Oh, okay. I'm not a psychopath. A psychopath kills for no reason. I kill for money. That is a line from which 1997 song? Film. I do know I've a... Okay, someone's pointed out 13 and 14 got lost in the mix there. Look, just give yourself a point each for question 13 and 14 and we'll plow on. Question 20. What vegetables, and to my English friends, yes, I am about to ask this question and we know what the answer is, and let's laugh at the stereotype. But question 20. What vegetables are hash browns made from? What vegetables are hash browns made from? So I know what you're thinking. Baraka earlier, he must be taking some serious drugs. Can anyone recognize that? Someone's doing some cleaning later. This is for the hay fever allergy stuff. Question 21. What is the common name for nitrous oxide? What is the common name for nitrous oxide? Now, I put these quizzes ahead before I put them together ahead of the quiz. So as a result, I don't know always who's tuning in. So these are not being picked specifically for the people. But question 22. How many seasons were there of Star Trek The Next Generation? I'm also streaming my quizzes on Twitch at the moment, which I think I'm really raising the average age of Twitchers when I do that. Between 1964 and 1979, who either won or was runner-up in the British Open? Golf. Got a really itchy nose. Is that does that mean I've gone viral? Is that what people are talking about you? Question 24. What type of fruit is a cantaloupe? Which is of course a fruit that has to get married in their homeland. What type of fruit is a cantaloupe? Question 25. What did Tim Berners-Lee invent? What did Tim Berners-Lee invent? Just have to get this question right now, huh? Oh, yeah. In the children's television adaptation of The Three Musketeers, what was the name of the character portraying D'Artagnan? D'Artagnan. Probably. Yeah, I think my diction is so poor I give away the answer by just saying it. Question 27. We're going from children's question to Nazi question. Question 27. Who was the Minister of Propaganda for the Nazi Third Reich? Question 28. From which 1999 film, once again very topical, from which 1999 film is the following quote from? Our generation has had no depression, no great war. Our war is spiritual, our depression is our lives. God, I almost want to go back to the Nazi questions. It's so fucking... I am using the word accidentally for legal reasons, says me. Who accidentally cut Ed Sheeran's face with a sword? Who accidentally cut Ed Sheeran's face with a sword? I always puzzle with this question. So I have to reread my question. Yep, this makes sense. What country has the most amount of Muslims living in it? So I'm not saying has the highest percentage. I'm saying it I'll give you a clue. It has 209 million Muslims living there. So yeah, sorry, that's the end of the quiz. I'm going to give you a moment or three to go over your answers. I got a very expensive thing here now. Well, it won't impress you if I don't get it right. Let me make this true here. No. I do want to thank you all for tuning in. So this is supposed to be me giving you time to go over. I've made it worse if anything. It's like watching mini Crystal Maze, except you can't see what the challenge is. I'll show you the challenge. Got one of these things, and there we go. Right, you have till the end of. You're lucky for you guys. You're getting more time now. Okay. So when you have till this to go over your answers. Camera angle. Dong. That's my own piece of music I composed. It's in a different key. Okay. Time for some answers. Thanks again for tuning in. As you can see, I have a PayPal and a Patreon running underneath. If you would like support me regularly or a once off, that would be great. Price of a pint, price of a bag of coffee, price of a can, anything. And it doesn't even have to be beverage based. And the support you give me here also goes towards the quizzes I run for children weekday mornings. So from what song, first released in 1998, are the lyrics, "Once upon a time, not too long ago, we took a day out of Manchester, we all fall down, there's not enough hours in the day," is "Whipping Piccadilly" by Gomez. George Best died in 2005. The 1988 film, directed by John McTiernan and starring Bruce Willis, was Die Hard. Who wrote Cider with Rosie? It was Laurie Lee. Adele's surname is Adkins. The soccer player whose career path went Leeds United, Everton, Newcastle United, Bolton to Sheffield United is Gary Speed. When I heard all the noise, I knew we were cops. Only cops talk that way. If I'd been a wise guy, I wouldn't have heard a thing. I would have been dead comes from Goodfellas, which I haven't seen in ages, and I have time now. Maybe I'll just watch it then. Now. You need coolin', baby. I'm not foolin'. I'm going to send you back to schoolin'. Is Whole Lotta Love by Led Zeppelin. The currency of Iran is the rial. Rial or rial. R-I-A-L. The appliance of science applies to Zanussi. Crazy in Love, Naughty Girl and Baby Boy was released by Beyonce. It was released in 2003 and the album was called Dangerously in Love. That's still to me a recent album. Then we got descended into the problems. Oh yeah, sorry Denise, that was the issue. Question 13 and 14 were, there was 3 points up for question 12, you see. The Franz Kafka Award is given to someone in the field of literature. Scarface was the nickname of Al Capone. Ellis Boyd Redding is one of the best known characters, played by Morgan Freeman, Red from Shawshank Redemption. You must be the change you wish to see in the world comes from Mahatma Gandhi. What vegetables are hash browns made from? Potatoes. The laughing gas is the common name for nitrous oxide. There was 7 seasons of Star Trek The Next Generation. From 1964 to 1979, who won or was runner-up in the British Open? Jack Nicklaus. He's always the answer to any golf question from the 70s. What type of fruit is a cantaloupe? It's a melon. Tim Berners-Lee is credited with inventing the World Wide Web, therefore the internet. And thanks and no thanks at the same time. The Three Musketeers, in the dog version of it, he was called D'Artagnan. They were up all night thinking of that, I'd say. Joseph Goebbels was the Minister of Propaganda for the Nazi Third Reich. Our generation had no Great Depression, no Great War. Our war is spiritual. Our depression is our lives. Is from Fight Club. So, Tyler Durden. Did I miss question 5? What? Oh, Lapland is in Finland. Sorry, guys, that Barack has gone straight to my head. It's in Finland. Who accidentally cut Ed Sheeran's face? It was Princess Beatrice. She was allegedly pretending to knight James Blunt. So there's a. It sounds like the setup of a dirty limerick. What country in the world has the highest amount of Muslims living there? It's Indonesia. Indonesia. Oh, what's going on here? I'm not a psychopath. A psychopath kills for no reason. I'd say people will be asking for money back, if anything, after this shitstorm. Question 13 is from Grosse Pointe Blanc. I still haven't seen that film either. Grosse Pointe Blanc. Grosse Pointe Blanc is the answer to question 19. And question 30, the answer is Indonesia. It is 209 million Muslims or so. They reckon it'll be overtaken by 2030. But for now, that's what it is. Okay, guys, thanks very much for tuning in. I think we've hit the half-hour mark. I might have to shave off the start and the middle and a bit at the end. Sorry about the frozen bit. I don't know what happened in the middle, but that it did. We will talk on. I'm on again at 9 o'clock. Not 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. And what was question 16? The crime figure's nickname Scarface was Al Capone. I definitely said that. I remember saying that. We can watch it and play back. Look, PayPal, Patreon, on again in 25 minutes if you want to have a cuppa. If you want, I will just do this quiz again. So that, oh no, 16's not bad. 16 is more than half. I can't get bogged down in any further maths. As long as you got the potato question, you did okay in my book. Okay, guys, see you soon.